We're finally here. So I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different here. Um, as in, I'm just gonna not sugarcoat this. I don't like 100% of this game. Um, I'll just generalize it, and then maybe I'll get into specifics later on as we come across them, but this is my least favorite game in the Pikmin franchise. Just realized that's like really fucking loud. But yeah, I'll just say this. Everything that Pikmin 2 took from Pikmin 1, I like. And in fact, I can even say that I like that better than in Pikmin 1. But anything that Pikmin 2 either changes or adds completely, I don't like. And you may be saying, if you don't like this game, why are you let's playing it? Well, even though I don't like it, it's still a fairly good game, and not to mention, I guess I didn't think about this, but I guess the way that I'm going to be covering these games, I'm going to be doing them in the order of my favorites, I guess. Depending on when Pikmin 4 comes out. And I guess I have to feel about that one. But yeah, enough doodling, let's just begin. I'm kind of surprised it just let me do this. Huh. So, it may look like I haven't played this game at all, but, that is because I probably want to have this the wrong way, but, I decided on deleting my save data because I'm not only going to be doing the story mode in this Let's Play, but when we get to it, there's an unlockable mode, and once we get to that part, I'll be going through that as well, alongside the main adventure. But only when we get into that. But, yeah, probably should also mention that, the way I'm going about this, super fucking janky, because, let's just say that I've got my gamepad, or instead of using the Wii sensor bar to, do the motions, or like I'm not aiming at my sensor bar, I'm instead aiming my remote at my gamepad, which is underneath my desk. That's how I'm going about doing this, but, yeah. So, sorry if I don't seem normal, or a bit rusty, like the part behind Louis there, but, I'm a bit rusty, only because it took me a while to get the Honeycomb finale up and running. So that's another thing about this. If a personal vehicle, or I'm assuming that means that the SF of SS Dolphin was a company vehicle, but it's owned by Olimar. And I'm assuming that if a company, or it's a company asset that an owner, or like Olimar owns, I guess. So does that mean that the company can just, or has rights over that company asset, even if it isn't owned by the company 100% sort of thing? For early 2000s graphics, this is actually looking pretty good. I think this is like the first time I've actually been paying attention to this cutscene. The distant planet. So I only just learned like very recently that repose means sleeping. I could have thought it was short for value of repossession. But no, it just means asleep. And it actually kind of makes sense when you think about it. Okay, just skipping over something I'm not sure about. So I'm not sure if this is only because I have to go out of my way to find fonts, but I know what font that the ship is using. And wow, okay, this is really bad, okay. So the font is kind of fitting somewhat. The font name is Scheme. They just had to go there. By the name Scheme. Okay, I'm not sure, but I'm fairly sure you can lose Pikmin on the first day. Okay, just throw you guys up there. Probably should have mentioned this earlier, but this entire thing is going to be a learning experience. It is going to be a trial experience for other Wii games. Not that needed a sensor bar. Switch over to Louis. Okay. Okay. So if you can't tell, I'm actually using the Wii version, and there's a bit of a fun fact. Oh, there's a fun fact. I actually share something in common with this game. Somewhat. The day this game was released on the Wii in Australia, and my 10th birthday, I think it is. Oh, was the same day. As in, this game was released on the 14th of May in Australia. And that's it's almost like this game was destined to rub me the wrong way. Sort of. So I hope you like these texts, because you're not saying it anyway. Yeah. Can't wait to playing that music. Okay, we can do that right. It works. It works, then it's going to be good. I think I might just go for the first day. Maybe. But yes, the first day of any Pikmin game is going to be tutorial based. Although no, actually, in this game it's different. The first 2 days are tutorial based. Since I can kind of understand why they did it like that, but it just doesn't make that much. Going back to replay it, it doesn't work out that well. Okay, or the thing, like, yeah, the thing about replaying this game is that like the first few days are just this. Okay. So one thing I really like doing, spinning around. So I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like if you spin, they do a special spinning animation. I think. That could just be the idle animation. Going berserk. I'm not entirely sure, but I think there might be. I'm not entirely sure if there is something down there or not. Okay. Yes, as I didn't mention, this entire game is based on collecting the treasures, and I am going to be getting all of them. Hopefully on the first try. Maybe. Okay, that's weird. Okay. So another thing I was kind of worried about with this whole thing is that, because I normally use the gamepad to listen to the game audio, I kind of thought I had to go with that or just use the TV if it had an audio jack, which I couldn't find easily. But I think it does. Yeah. I'm still using the gamepad to listen to audio and pick up the thing. Is anything up here? Right, okay. Thinking ahead here instead of thinking at the current time. Okay, that's 35. Okay, I guess we can get these guys onto this first. Also, get used to seeing me accidentally zoom in the camera when I'm swarming. This could just be because I'm using a remote that is a few years old at this point, but oh yeah, right, that isn't until later. Yeah. It could just be because I'm using a remote that is a few years old, but it is incredibly easy to hit one of the buttons that zoom in the camera when I'm swarming. Because the swarm button is the down button and the camera buttons are the left and right. Does up do anything? Okay, up does that. Okay. So immediately, there is one thing that would probably say that the GameCube version might have over this game is that the buttons are much more thought of, or yeah, it's thought out a bit more. Oh yeah, right, because I put you on there. Yeah. So yeah, can I? Okay, yeah, that is kind of broken. How about can? Okay. So now, as I guess these guys carry that back, I guess I'll just start playing Pong. A very laggy game of Pong, I guess. Yeah. I know I'm normally, because this game has a lot of audio cues, I normally have to listen to the game audio, but because I only have it like on the TV as I'm watching YouTube or something else, or like I only have the sound up low enough so I can hear it, but I keep taking this music. Okay. It is a Duracell battery. Nice. Okay, that's good. Okay. Probably was explained there, but how does the ship store all of the treasure? Because like there's two ways that I can think of that it works. Is that the ship shrinks it so it fits, or the ship has a portal inside it that it just sends the treasure into for like a storage space sort of thing. That's sort of my thinking about that, because that kind of makes sense. Not to mention that they tell you that well, you find out later in the game that the Hercutations have portal technology. Like, what? Yeah. So this will be our new home for the next few months. I guess I can carry on to day 2. Because my timer says, well, it apparently according to my timer, it's only been 18 minutes. So I guess I can. Maybe. Oh well, let's go in. You'll go back in. Because I think this is where things start to get normal. Normal in an odd sense. That is very weird. Just noticed that the legs on the onions clip into like the arm sleeve sort of things. What? But yeah, Pikmin 2. Barely getting into the stuff things. That is another thing that would say that the GameCube version has a slight advantage over, is that aiming is a little bit easier. Like, it's easy to overthrow your shots in this. Not to mention, like, you can't really get a stable view, so, or, like, consistency is very lacking in this. And, the way this game does combat, consistency might just be key for that one. And we're getting into that now, even. Or in a little bit, I suppose. Okay. So apparently this area is... oh. Everything... the maps are going to be... the reimagined areas of Pikmin 1. And, apparently this is reminiscent of, or this may or may not be the, first naval, or, yeah, first naval. I can kind of see it, but maybe not really. So if this is the first naval, how the fuck does the rest of the world fit into this? Like, how much time has passed between this game and the first one? So apparently the weather's all out of whack. Since they have a theming to the areas in this game, and starting off in winter, you can probably see what theme is. Okay. Also, I guess I wasn't going to mention this now, but I'm going to be leaving in resets. Well, I'm going to be doing a few resets here and there. But they won't be... okay, that was bad. How many did you lose there? Yeah. I'm going to be doing resets, but I won't be doing resets every so often. There will only be if I lose a certain amount of Pikmin. There probably might be a few more resets at the beginning of this Let's Play than towards the end, since there's going to be two determining factors for a reset. The first one, and most general, is if 30 to 40% of my Pikmin in total, out of the normal limit, have perished. So if I have 100, if 40 to 30 Pikmin die, that would be a reset. But before we can get to that point, if and because there's 7 types, if quarter or more, not entirely sure on how much I'm going to be determined on that point, but if a quarter or more Pikmin, yeah, if a quarter or more of a certain type I have at that point dies, then that's a reset, since there's a certain mechanic that I don't agree with, and we sort of need a lot of Pikmin for that certain thing, and especially at this point when we won't have a lot of Pikmin. Especially at this point when we don't have a lot of Pikmin, then yeah, we're gonna be needing any and all Pikmin. Okay. Good timing there, Louis. Okay. We know all of this, and yeah. Not entirely sure how long this episode's going to be, but I'm thinking once we carry back this treasure, that's when we end off the episode. A weird stopping point by some standards, but next episode will be a little bit different. I get, or we'll be getting into one of the things I don't really agree with next episode. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's supposed to be a manhole. Yeah. Yeah, that is supposed to be a manhole. Like, I've looked at this, like, I guess I didn't think about it until now, but yeah, that is a fucking manhole. What part of the, I'm trying to think back on it, but like, what part of the first level would this most likely be? But I guess I'll close off. In this episode, we started our long journey to repaying off the 10k debt that Hokitate Freight has been placed into. The next episode will continue on after finding the other scrap, but until then, that's my I'll see you.